So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class we are going to discuss a very important burning topic, and that is about the US-Israel war against Iran and the news or the fallout of that, I would be saying. So we'll be talking in detail, especially from exam point of view. We'll be discussing for example, the operations names are being asked in the exam. Previously, we have seen. Similarly, we'll be talking about the death of Supreme Leader of Iran and the successor, etc., and all. And tomorrow also, I have decided to schedule a class with regards to the impact on India and the overall West Asia crisis. Okay, so let us begin with today's class. Today's class is actually very, very important. And in today's class, I would be suggesting some videos of our YouTube channel to watch. The previous videos, I would be suggesting, please watch that also in your free time, whenever you are free. जब भी आपको फुर्सत मिलेगी तो मैं आपको आज 3-4-5 एक्स्ट्रा वीडियो दूंगा, बताऊंगा. 3-4 वीडियो है, वो जरूर देख लीजिएगा. I would suggest 3-4 more videos which we have already recorded in the past to watch it, because in this perspective it becomes actually very important. You should be knowing about that. ठीक है? So let us begin. Am I audible, visible? Is everything fine? Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. आवाज आ रही है मेरी? ठीक है? So let us begin. Okay. So let us begin. First of all, this is the video that you are supposed to watch. Last year in June, the Israel, like recently we have seen 28th February 2026, Israel launched attack on Iran. Suddenly, like similar to that, I think it was 12 June or somewhat, around June, we have seen Israel launching attack on Iran, and then Iran hitting it back, and Iran at that time also hit the Al Udeid air base in Qatar of America, and then different cities of Israel at that time. So there were conflicts at that time. There were multiple operations named, and उस time पे Operation Rising Lion, True Promise 3, Operation these things were there, and multiple operations were there. So please watch that also. Okay, this is actually very, very important. Even though this is last year, but still, if you see the previous year question of CLAT, they go in the past and ask from the past. ठीक है, तो ये भी आप देख लीजिएगा. ये भी टूअल डिवोर्स को कहते हैं. हाँ, that was टूअल डिवोर्स. हाँ, so please watch that. This is also very, very important. इसको एकदम स्टार लगा लेना, 10-20 स्टार. प्लीज इसको देख लीजिएगा. अभी नहीं मौका मिले, कभी भी मौका मिले, प्लीज वॉच इट एंड मेक नोट्स आउट ऑफ इट. Then I would suggest एक ये सर्च करना. ये मैंने 1 month ago बनाया था, ईरान प्रोटेस्ट. Because 1 month ago, the protests were happening in Iran with regards to inflation, economic crisis, especially devaluation of Iranian's currency. And at that time also, Donald Trump was talking about regime change. He was saying, like, this is the word being used, that we have to remove the current regime of Iran. That is what. Even right now also, Donald Trump has said that our motive is to do regime change. Means we have to overthrow the current establishment of Iran. So at that time, he was saying, now one more thing you should be knowing. This is the class. This is related with US-Iran nuclear deal. So we have talked about Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. We have talked about IAEA. This is very much in the news. International Atomic Energy Agency. What is the meaning of dual-use technology? Dual-use nuclear technology. Because Israel and America has said that we are attacking Iran because Iran will make nuclear weapon in the future. So from this point of view, the nuclear technology becomes important. International Atomic Energy Agency, these things becomes important. So for the past many years, in fact, Netanyahu has been saying it for the past many years, in fact, multiple decades, that yes, Iran might make nuclear weapon in the future, etc. and all. So that's why they have said that we are attacking it. Then एक ये है, why we are talking about it? Because इसमें important keywords mentioned है. For example, like Houthis. Who are Houthis? Who are Hezbollahs? Hamas, Iran, axis of resistance. These are the keywords I have talked about here. So I would suggest please watch that, because it is very much in the news. Recently, we have seen again Hezbollah also dragged in the same war. So you should be knowing even Houthis are attacking. So like Houthis, Hezbollah, again, these terms are actually very much in the news. All things are actually connected to each other. Okay. That's why I have told you to please watch this one. ये भी आप देख लीजिएगा. ठीक है? Okay. Let us begin with our class. वो भी class ही थी. Let us begin. What is the name of the operation under which Israel launched attack on India recently? That is on 28th February 2026. Last year also attack किया था. That the name was different. Uranium वाली बात, yes, we have discussed it. उस class में nuclear deal वाले में. What is the name of the operation under which Israel launched attack on Iran recently? Someone is saying roaring lion. Someone is saying rising lion. So Operation Rising Lion was last year. यहाँ था वो. Here, Operation Rising Lion was there. Okay, so here it is, Operation Roaring Lion. Operation Roaring Lion. Okay. Next is, what is the name of the operation under which USA launched attack on Iran recently? 28 February 2026. ऑपरेशन का नाम एग्जाम में पूछा आता है. ऑपरेशन एपिक फ्यूरी, यही पूछते हैं एग्जाम में, ऑपरेशन का नेम पूछते हैं. ऑपरेशन एपिक फ्यूरी, दे आर बीइंग आस्क्ड. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ऑपरेशन रोरिंग लाइन है ये, दिस ईयर वाला. ठीक है. ऑपरेशन राइजिंग लाइन वाज लास्ट ईयर. ऑपरेशन रोरिंग लाइन एंड ऑपरेशन एपिक फ्यूरी, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. स्टार मार्केट. This led to assassination of Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei. That also we are going to discuss in today's class. Okay. These are the important things you should be knowing from exam point of view. So exam point of view से वो ऑपरेशन का नाम पूछेंगे, कीवर्ड्स पूछेंगे. ठीक है. So he was the second supreme leader. Who was the first supreme leader? ये सब पूछेंगे. ठीक है. Okay. So you have to prepare it from exam point of view. Okay. So these are the places. So यहाँ पे this is Israel and it attacked Iran's places. So blue वाला जो है वो these are the places where US and Israel did the bombings. These regions of Iran. So ये Iran है. This is Saudi Arab. Somewhere here is Israel. Okay. So in response to that, Iran has actually attacked US military base in Iraq. This is Iraq. So US military bases in Iraq. In Kuwait, US military base is there. In Qatar, Al Udeid Air Base is there, very famous. Al Udeid. In Qatar, US military base. Then Al Dhafra Air Base in UAE, United Arab Emirates. Okay. For Jordan, maybe there is a US base. So Iran, in response to that, actually attacked military bases of US in West Asia and these regions, and Israel city like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. There have been reports of missiles falling there or bombs there. Okay. So these are the things you should be knowing. Now, please tell me, what was the name of the operation under which Iran is launching counter-attack on Israel and US military bases? Even Saudi Arab, maybe there are 2 military bases that are being attacked, it is said. Yeah, look at Hezbollah and Iran. So Hezbollah actually is there. Just north of Israel, here you'll find Lebanon. And base here you'll find Hezbollah. That is also fighting against Israel and US. What is the name of the operation under which Iran is launching counter-attack? Name of the operation. यही पूछेंगे exam में. They'll be asking you the name of the operation. If you see the previous set questions, पूछा हुआ है. Operation Ganga and different operations were being asked. True Promise 4, not True Promise 3 last year था. Operation True Promise 4. Operation True Promise 4 is the name of the operation under which Iran is launching counter-attack on Israel and US military bases. ठीक है. So ये पता होना चाहिए. And ये भी अच्छा एक चीज और है. अगर आप लाइव सेक्शन में जाओगे, स्क्रॉल डाउन करोगे, we have taken a class few days back, states and canals. उसमें मैंने एक स्टेट बताया था, which is the most important state, and recently Iran has decided to block that state. Which state I'm talking about? Those who have watched this class will answer it very easily, because you should have a conceptual clarity after watching this class that which strait Iran will block to stop oil export. Yes, Strait of Hormuz. Very good. Fantastic. I'm happy to say this. Yes. ठीक है. इससे पहले, before that, there were negotiations happening between Donald Trump, the officials of Donald Trump and officials sent by Mr. Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran. And there were reports that Oman was also trying to mediate in that. And there were reports, perhaps there were some incidents where saying the Oman's foreign minister was saying that, yes, we are about to reach the deal. But suddenly, the Israel and America launched attack on Iran. So that is what. So आप देख सकते हो अप्रैल 2025 को भी लास्ट ईयर भी ये सब डील हो रहा था. उसके बाद ही जून में अटैक हुआ था, है ना, from Israel. And then we can see these are the rounds of talks happening. First round of talks, second round of talks, multiple rounds of talks were happening. देखो IAEA की बात आ रही है, इंटरनेशनल दैट हमास रिकॉर्ड अमाउंट ऑफ मिलिट्री ग्रेड एनरिच्ड यूरेनियम. अब देखो ये होता क्या है, इसलिए मैंने कहा था ये वाली क्लास देख लीजिएगा, ये वाली, दिस वन, ईरान यूएस ईरान न्यूक्लियर डील, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ठीक है, प्लीज वॉच दिस क्लास. So here I have discussed it, but थोड़ा सा मैं बता देता हूं. The idea is actually again nuclear technology or dual use technology. Dual use. Okay. So if uranium enrichment, होता क्या है कि न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर में जाओगे ना तो सेंट्रीफ्यूग रखा होता है. In nuclear reactor you will find centrifuge. So I'm sure if you must have studied in class 9th and 10th in physics about centrifugal force. तो अगर आप इसको बहुत तेजी से घुमाओगे, है ना, so there's a centrifugal force and etc and all, आपको पता होगा ना, different colors भी आते हैं etc. We are not going in that detail. So basically similar to that, centrifuge जो वो enrich करता है यूरेनियम को, uranium enrichment happens. Okay. If uranium enrichment is done up to let's say 5, 10, 15%, it is for nuclear energy use. If it is done up to 90-95%, it is for nuclear weapon, making nuclear weapon. Okay. So basically what happened was there was a deal that was done by Obama during the time of Obama days, and this is actually we have discussed in this class. US Iran nuclear deal वाली class जरूर देखिएगा. The deal was done, I think as far as I remember, 2015 में JCPOA, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which was done by US and there are other countries. So this basically there were P5+1 countries. All the 5 permanent members of UN Security Council plus Germany was there, and Iran से deal हुआ था. So in this P5 there is US also, and the deal was actually कि Iran should not be making nuclear weapon. Iran should be only using for nuclear energy. Okay, and this will be checked by IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency. Officials will go and check whether you are doing in uranium enrichment for nuclear energy purpose or for nuclear weapon. Okay. So it was agreed by Iran, and in response to that, like Iran said, okay, remove all the economic sanctions, and that was the agreement. Okay, the agreement hua, but what happened was suddenly Donald Trump came to power, and in 2018 he said, okay, I'm withdrawing. This is the worst deal. I'm withdrawing from it. So technically in JCPOA, I've told you P5 countries plus 1, that is Germany, was there with Iran. The deal was like this. So in P5, the most important country USA withdrew. So the main खिलाड़ी था वो ही हट गया, वापस ले लिया. So now, like even though the other countries did not withdraw, now you can say that now Iran is not very much obligated. And after that, it is said we are not sure 100% what is the correct opinion because there are different opinions. So the West countries say that now Iran is making nuclear weapon, or they have done uranium enrichment up to 90-95%. Whereas Iran has said the otherwise, they have said that no, it is not so. Now the thing is, the where is the main point? The main point is actually the canceling the deal. And now what is the reason for canceling the deal? Perhaps one of the reason is because in 2015 Barack Obama did the deal. So he was from Democrat Party, and Donald Trump came to power. He's from Republican Party. So he'll always criticize the previous government. कि तुम्हारा deal अच्छा नहीं था opposition party का, something like that. So that was one of the reason. And then these things happen, and now they are accusing that Iran is making nuclear weapon, and that's why we are not allowing them, and we will attack them, etc. and all. So these things were actually in the news. फिर उसके बाद फिर again negotiations started happening since the JCPOA, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or Iran deal was squashed. There were again negotiations that were happening, and IAEA is supposed to go and check Iran's nuclear facilities whether they are making nuclear weapon or nuclear energy. ठीक है, that is what you should be knowing. ठीक है, so second round of talks happened, and now what happened was on 28th February they have decided to attack. Trump vows to continue attack on Iran, says more US troop likely to die. So Donald Trump had the press conference, and he said there are 4 points. First, destroys Iran missile system completely. That is what the Donald Trump has said. The second, annihilate Iran's navy. Why annihilate? Because Iran's navy is actually the one which will mainly block the Strait of Hormuz. And why it is so important? Can anyone tell me? Because let me show. Okay. So this is Iran. I'm sure you must be aware. This region is famous for oil and natural gas. We have told you multiple times. All the important oil and natural gas is here. So let's say from Kuwait, the ship is coming, or from the Qatar. This is Qatar. This is Bahrain. Okay. Yes. So oil supply is coming, and let's say this is actually the Strait of Hormuz. If the Iran blocks this, what will happen? All the important oil routes will be blocked. Okay, and this will impact all the countries. Okay. So that is why they have said we will destroy the Iran's navy so that there is no scope, there is no threat of Strait of Hormuz getting blocked. Third is eliminate proxies, axis of resistance. I have told you. Proxies means Iran is not only fighting alone, but Iran is supporting other proxies. For example, in Lebanon, there is Hezbollah. In Hamas is there in Gaza. Then in Houthis are there actually in Yemen. There are multiples also, और भी बहुत सारे, but we are talking about the prominent ones. तो यहाँ पर Israel के ऊपर, this is Lebanon. So in Lebanon there is an organization called as Hezbollah that is also fighting against Israel and America, supported by Iran. Then here is Gaza. In Gaza there is Hamas, and here is Houthis in Yemen. All are part of axis of resistance. It would lead to oil hike in prices, right? Okay. The next is Iran never goes nuclear. So nuclear means Iran should not be making nuclear weapon. That is what they have said. Okay. So these are the things you should be knowing about. These are the 4 points given by Donald Trump in his speech. Okay. Okay. Axis of resistance. You can read it. So these are the places where actually the important military headquarters and presidential office and supreme leaders buildings were attacked during this attack. So these are Iran has intensified retaliatory attacks after the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Okay. Yes, Saudi Arabia was against Houthis, right? Abhi recently thoda sa deal वगैरह कुछ हुआ था, but generally Houthis are actually against Saudi Arabia. Yes, you're right. So these are some of the images where in Tehran the buildings were attacked of the important leaderships, Iran Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, etc. And one more thing. So, अच्छा एक चीज आप बताना चाहिए. Iran Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was the second Supreme Leader of Iran. Who was the first Supreme Leader of Iran? Ayatollah Khomeini, right? So 1979 revolution, Iranian revolution happened, and Ayatollah Khomeini was there. Ayatollah Khomeini. One second. Khomeini was the first supreme leader, and he led the Iranian revolution for 1979. When he died, the second one, that is Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei became the supreme leader, and recently he actually also died. So that is what you should be knowing. And one more thing, former ex-president of Iran also died, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. I think he was from 2005 somewhere to 2013. He was the president of Iran. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. नहीं, हेलीकॉप्टर क्रैश तो अलग थे. वो फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट, वो दूसरे प्रेसिडेंट थे जिनकी डेथ हुई थी. इब्राहिम रियासी की हुई थी. Okay. Israel and US launches attack strikes on Iran. Okay. तो आप देखोगे these are the places, कराज, तेहरान, करमानशाह, इस्फहान में मिलिट्री न्यूक्लियर बेस वगैरह है. ठीक है. एंड इन रिस्पॉन्स टू दैट जो यूएस का मिलिट्री बेस है दैट वेर अटैक्ड. तो जैसे कुवैत में इनफैक्ट अभी न्यूज आ रही थी कि मल्टीपल यूएस प्लेन्स गॉट शॉट डाउन. फिर कतर में अल उदैद एयर बेस इज वेरी फेमस. देन यूएई में अल दाफरा बेस है. So near to that, like Burj Khalifa has also been evacuated. Then Palm Jumeirah Island has also been like evacuated. We have seen some attack on that also. Bahrain में US की Navy fleet है, that was also attacked. Bahrain यहीं पे, कतर से just ऊपर है, छोटा सा. Okay. Then in Jordan there is Mawaqfaq Salti Air Base of America, that was also attacked. और ये है Cyprus. This has also been attacked because it is said that खास के North Cyprus, in North Cyprus, a lot of attacks came from North Cyprus. Like a lot of military installation of Israel is there in Cyprus. So even Cyprus was also attacked. So that is what you should be knowing about. And yes, I have told you that Trump has said that we will throw the current Iranian regime. And I'll talk about it. What is the current Iranian regime and why Donald Trump wants to overthrow it? Okay, that is what. नहीं, controlled by Turkey वो south वाला. South Cyprus is controlled by Turkey. North Cyprus is controlled mostly by Greece. And like it's pro-Israel, etc. ठीक है, तो ये हो गया. We're talking about last year we have seen 12-day war in 2025. इस पर we have already made video. I have told you. And this one recently we have seen Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's death and Strait of Hormuz being closed by IRGC is the military unit of Iran. Okay. No, south is controlled by Turkey. North Cyprus is controlled by Greek influence. Greece influence is there. And south is controlled by Turkey. And North Cyprus is actually supporting the Israel, etc. Okay. Okay, so on one side is US Israel versus Iran, and Houthis, Hezbollah, etc. and all. And these are defense base. They actually did the counter through air defense system because here there were US military base. So Patriot missile is there. This is very much in the news. Air defense system means to counter it. Well, just a weapon missile aa raha hai na. So to counter it, there is air defense system. Okay. I think it's otherwise नहीं, जहां तक मेरी knowledge है. South Cyprus is controlled by South Cyprus. Yes. I think it's the otherwise. हाँ, थोड़ा सा confusion हो गया. हाँ, नॉर्थ वाला जो टर्किश कंट्रोल है एंड साउथ वाला इज एक्चुअली द प्रो ग्रीस एंड प्रो इजराइल. यस, थैंक्स फॉर करेक्टिंग मी. मैंने ऑपोजिट बोल दिया. जो साउथ इजराइल है ना, साउथ साइप्रस है ना. दिस इज प्रो ग्रीक, मतलब ग्रीस कंट्रोल्ड है और प्रो इजराइल है. ठीक है. एंड नॉर्थ इज एक्चुअली कंट्रोल्ड बाय टर्की, नॉर्थ साइप्रस. ठीक है. Military bases, yes, considered domestic territory, of course. Like embassy. How many military bases does the US have in the Middle East and where? So you can see, it is said that Iran has attacked USS Abraham Lincoln. This is a ship, very famous ship of USA. And ये क्यों? देखो, अगर आप गौर से देखोगे, 16 फरवरी की न्यूज़ है, यानी 12 days before the attack. Satellite image confirm US aircraft carrier is 150 miles off Oman as pressure builds on Iran. So US का aircraft carrier यहीं पे कहीं पे था. USS Abraham Lincoln is the name of the ship. Aircraft carrier में aircraft होती which can go and attack. So it was there since 16 February. So 12 days before that. It means कुछ हो रहा था, है ना, पहले से. So I think Iran was also prepared. Iran was knowing कि अच्छा ship इनकी नजदीक क्यों आ रही है. So that's why. And Iran, it is said there were news that Iran has fired ballistic missile on Abraham Lincoln, USS Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is the former president. In his name, there is actually the USS Abraham Lincoln ship, aircraft carrier. Aircraft carrier बहुत important चीज होती है, बहुत costly होता है वो. Okay, and that is what you should be knowing. So ये सब न्यूज में था. And Iran has also attacked US bases. So US bases है, मैंने आपको बता दिया, देखो इसका नाम देख सकते हो, है ना. And Operation True Promise and Truthful Promise 4, है ना. So major military bases like Al Udeid Air Base, Qatar. So here is Qatar. This is Qatar, Al Udeid Air Base. ठीक है. ये जो triangles है, this is United Arab Emirates. Here you will find UAE, Dubai, है ना. Al Dhafra Air Base है ना, UAE में, है ना. This one you can see, ये red वाला जो है. ठीक है. Then ये कुवैत है. So कुवैत में भी बेस है ना. Ali Al Salim Air Base. फिर बहरीन, NSA बहरीन. So Bahrain यहाँ पर है. This is Bahrain. छोटा सा island है, small island is there in Persian Gulf. Then we have Jordan में Wafaq Al Salti Air Base, यहाँ पर है ये वाला. ठीक है. Then we have Ain Al Asad Air Base, Iraq. This one. and Al Asad, Iraq. ये वाला इराक है, दिस वन इज इराक, ठीक है, ठीक है. एंड देन एयरबिल एयरबेस इन इराक, एयरबिल एयरबेस भी समवेयर यहीं पे होगा, ठीक है. तो मैं थोड़ा सा मैप बना देता हूं. दिस इज एक्चुअली इराक, दिस इज जॉर्डन, है ना, दिस इज सऊदी अरब, दिस इज कुवैत, दिस इज ईरान, दिस इज कतर, दिस इज यूएई, यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स, एंड दिस इज बहरैन, ठीक है. थोड़ा सा आइडिया होना चाहिए. Okay, so these were the things, है ना. Burj Khalifa was evacuated and even Palm Jumeirah Island, this is an artificial island जो बनाया गया है, ऐसा कुछ दिखता है. I'm sure you must have seen. कहाँ लगा फोटो? ये तो है राइट साइड में, Palm Jumeirah Island, very near to Burj Khalifa you can find. Okay, so these have been evacuated. In fact, there were reports that Dubai International Airport, which is the busiest airport, has also been stopped. So now after the attack, Tehran has said, Iran has said that now they are not going to do any talks, and Israel hits Beirut. Beirut is the capital of Lebanon. Lebanon, there is a Hezbollah. So Hezbollah is not controlling. So Lebanon is separate government is there, but Hezbollah organization is also there side by side. So मैंने आपको बताया location. So this is Lebanon, and the Beirut is its capital. And here you'll find an organization Hezbollah supported by Iran fighting against Israel. Okay, so ये सब पता होना चाहिए. So we have seen traffic jams in Lebanon, etc. So the war actually spread in the entire region. और पूरा रीजन इंपैक्ट कर गया, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स इट विल कॉज इंस्टेबिलिटी. कि एक अगर मिसाइल पे कहीं किसी कंट्री में गिर गया तो सारे लोग एकदम ये हो जाते हैं ना, लाइक कि एनीथिंग कैन हैपन. सो दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड बी नोइंग. तो आप देख सकते हो, दीज आर द सैटेलाइट इमेजेस वेयर एक्चुअली व्हिच वेयर डैमेज्ड. सो इस्फहान, शिराज, दीज आर प्रोमिनेंट प्लेसेस. बुशहर, स्पेशली इस्फहान इज फेमस फॉर न्यूक्लियर साइट्स. ओके, so these are the things, cities. Tehran, the capital, actually the Iranian supreme leader also died. And ये सब तो आपको बता दिया. So West Asia में, wherever you will find US military bases, that were also struck. Okay. So Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, two prominent cities of Israel. We have seen some missiles also there. So I'm sure you must be aware. This is West Bank. This is Gaza. Okay, these two together are called as Palestine. Okay, and the rest is Israel. Rest is Israel, which I have made with red pen. So here is Jerusalem, and here is Tel Aviv. Okay, so these two are prominent cities. We have seen Tel Aviv is almost in many cases de facto capital, although the capital according to Israel is Jerusalem, but it is a disputed territory. I'm sure you must be aware. So many countries' embassy, you will find it in Tel Aviv. Okay, now let's talk about Iranian governance. Sir, why are people in India condemning US-Iran attacks? Many Iranians are celebrating Ali Khamenei because some of the Iranians were against Ali Khamenei. They believed that he was like those who criticize them. They say he was actually a dictator. That is what the critics say. And that's why perhaps they were celebrating. Some of them are mourning, some of them are celebrating. It depends on one person's opinion. Why are people in India condemning US-Israel attack on Iran? So perhaps the same reason, because in Iraq 2003 the same thing happened. USA attacked Iraq and it led to deaths of a lot of people on the pretext of weapons of mass destruction. USA had said that Iraq is having weapons of mass destruction, and later on nothing was found. Yes, we'll be talking about Pahlavi dynasty. Okay. So that's what you should be knowing, that USA has done. Recently, we have seen USA attacking Venezuela. So people are saying this is violation of someone's country's sovereignty. You cannot go and attack someone's country just because you disagree with the regime or you believe that someone is making a nuclear weapon. So that logic might not be true, because from this logic, even US and Israel and other countries have also have nuclear weapon. Huh. And yes, in Iran also, there were, especially in November, December, January, we have seen economic crisis also. That is also true. The devaluation of currency happened and many other things related to that. Okay, now let's talk about Iranian governance. I have told you it's actually a mixture of theocracy and democracy. Theocracy means rule of religion. And democracy is democratically elected, free and fair elections happen, etc. So basically, theocracy, so rule of religion. So Iran prominent leaders in Iran. One is Iran's supreme leader. Another is president, who is democratically elected. But these two are the main leaders. But for all practical purpose, final say is with supreme leader. Okay, is it clear? So Ali Khamenei is the supreme leader. He died actually. He was there in office from 1989 to 2026. And Masoud Pezeshkian is actually the president of Iran. He is alive, but he died. I'm sure you must be aware. Okay. So that is what you should be knowing. And he was assassinated in 2026 in the attack. And you should be knowing, है ना? आप देख सकते हो, his hometown was Mashhad. थोड़ा सा इनके बारे में पढ़ लीजिएगा. Now let's talk something about it. You can read about him. I have attached here. He was born in Mashhad, Iran. Assassination by airstrike. Party name I सब देख सकते हो, है ना? He had earlier served. He was supreme leader of Iran from 1989 to 2006. Before that, he was the president of Iran also. ठीक है. This is what you should be knowing. Now, one more thing. I'm sure you must be aware. 1979 Iranian Revolution. थोड़ा सा मैं बताता हूँ, because we have taken a separate class on that. 1979 Iranian Revolution is very important in this context. देखो, before 1979, Pahlavi dynasty was there. इसमें I have taken a separate class. If you are interested, you can watch it. Otherwise, I'll be telling you in short. अगर आप चाहो तो देख सकते हो, but मैं तो आपको बताता हूँ. 1979 से पहले there was Pahlavi dynasty. Before this, Pahlavi dynasty. So dynasty means there was a king, and that king was pro-US. Mahmoud Raza Pahlavi. Okay. In 1979, Iranian Revolution happened. This was led by Ayatollah Khomeini, not Khamenei. Ayatollah Khomeini. Okay. After the Iranian Revolution, he became the first supreme leader of Iran. Okay. And the king, that is Muhammad, the king was Muhammad Reza Pahlavi. He had to run away, and he got shelter in US. उनको भागना पड़ा और फैमिली के साथ, और वहां उनको शेल्टर मिला. His son is currently this person on the right, and he has been supporting the US attack on Iran. Reza Pahlavi, the son of Muhammad Reza Pahlavi, the king who had lost the power in 1979. Okay. So after 1979 Iranian Revolution, so this concept of theocracy plus democracy is existing. Theocracy means supreme leader. So Ruhollah Khomeini was the supreme leader from 79 to 89. You can see, first supreme leader of Iran. And there were presidents also, like president democratic elections were happening and the presidents were there. After 1999, we have seen Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. You can see, he's the second supreme leader of Iran. Okay. And since 1979 till now, we have seen elections also happening. Okay. So like Masoud Pezeshkian is the current president. Before him was Ibrahim Riasi, who died I think 1 or 2 years back in helicopter crash. So he was actually the president, former president. So please do not confuse supreme leader with president. Okay? Is it clear? Yes or no? I hope it is clear. These are the simple things you should be knowing about. Now, please tell me who is the new, now after the death of the second supreme leader of Iran, who exercised executive power? I've told you, yes, there is a president. The president in general takes all the decision, but final decision is with the supreme leader. So if there is a disagreement between president and supreme leader, the supreme leader's work is final. Okay? He's the religious head as well as executive head. Every type of head he is. And president is an executive head. For day-to-day functioning, president takes the decision, but final authority rests with supreme leader. Yes. So now the new Ayatollah, or the third, actually it's interim leader. So it's interim supreme leader, not the final one, is Ali Reza Arafi. Okay. That is what it is choosing among among the few scholars. They select one of them. So this is a old photo with Pope. Okay, in 2022. So Ali Reza Arafi, you can read about him, and is born in 1959 in Mehbod in Yazd province. Okay. And now we were talking about Strait of Hormuz, very much in the news. Please tell me that Strait of Hormuz connects which two water body, and this strait is between which two countries land. I have discussed in states and canals वाली क्लास में मैंने डिस्कस किया ये. Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Very good. Oman and Iran. Very good. Fantastic. I'm very happy to see. Yes. So Tehran has blocked Strait of Hormuz, etc. Gulf of Oman and Persian Gulf. देखो मैं बताता हूँ. This is Persian Gulf. Now Donald Trump calls it as Arabian Gulf. That's why Google Map is showing Arabian Gulf also. And यहाँ पर है. This is Strait of Hormuz. ठीक है. Okay. Now this is Iran. यहाँ पे जो छोटा सा टिप देख रहे हो, this is controlled by Oman. ठीक है. So it is not between Iran and UAE, but it is between Iran and Oman. Okay. First, this is Persian Gulf. यहाँ पे जो water body, this is called as Gulf of Oman. And ये वाला Arabian Sea हो गया. So you can say Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman is also fine. If you write Persian Gulf and Arabian Sea, that is also correct. हाँ. A lot of, yes, 30% oil trade. सारा oil trade यहाँ से होता है. Especially India gets a lot of oils from here. So if this is blocked, then of course it is a bad news for us, because maybe the oil prices will rise in the future, and that might be problematic. More than $500 billion in oil and gas flows through waterway annually, leaving the global economy exposed to disruption. अगर ये फंसा तो बहुत समस्या हो जाएगी. So oil prices may rise because we are seeing this. Tomorrow I have decided to schedule a class on impact on India and other regions. So impact पर कल हम लोग क्लास लेंगे, क्या क्या impact हो सकता है. Okay, and I'm sure you must be aware, we have seen oil prices rise, then we have seen the rise of stock market का मामला थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया, like it is falling down, etc. and all. We'll be talking the reasons behind it and why this is happening. Okay, and ये देखना, अभी मैं देख रहा था तो इसमें आता है war spreads across West Asia, Israel Hezbollah exchange fire. Okay, even silver पर भी असर पड़ा है. We'll be talking about this, ठीक है, in detail. So we are stopping this class here. Now I'll be meeting you tomorrow at 3 p.m. with the similar topic, but that would be with regards to impact on India and other countries. Okay. So thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.